Everybody say, say, how can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've done for me? Words are not enough to say thank you. So Lord, you are my everything. You're my everything. How can I express my gratitude? How can I express my gratitude for all the many things, Father, you done for me, yeah. Words are not enough to say thank you. So Lord, you're my everything. See, I call you Jireh. You're my provider. I call you Nisi. You are my.
This is our world. Here we are in our community. There are the laws. There are the regulations. We have BWF Solicitors. BWF Solicitors, experts in all aspects of the law, family law, civil litigation, all immigration and nationality issues, representation in court, marriage and divorce. We pride ourselves to give you excellent legal services and follow through till we'll get you the right result and decisions. That is our mutual satisfaction. We have a team of excellent qualified solicitors and support team to help you every step of the way. Our senior partner with over 30 years of unbroken service to the community is a member of the Family Law Panel and has advised several lawyers and institutions in many legal matters. He is qualified to practice both in the UK and in Ghana. Come to us. Speak to us. Let us represent you. We are your trusted community partners when it comes to the law. Locate us on the 4th floor of the Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road at Seven Sisters in North London, N15 4NP. Nearest train station, Victoria Line to Seven Sisters Station, exit number 2. We are open for all consultations from Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Weekends by appointment only. Call us now on 0208 493 7340 or 077 127 61884. BWF Solicitors, your trusted legal partner.
Good morning. It's here for about a year 9-5. Send you when you know a year wade be a BWF Solicitors for education a yen komo. And then so nyame encha de yenya a year lawyer Eunice ewo if you say yen say ada je kra e be kon nchen ya mana kwaba. Lawyer, good morning.
Good morning, Pacha. What to say?
Nyankopon ada Roma. What you free me or the cheme.
Yamiase. And the day I know say we are almost nearing the end of the month. My main enchia yet safe one would say and Rainbow Radio. So and then confirm what share either on Facebook and I say YouTube. Me chamuni na me da yamiase say and the day my bekayensa. mebɔ mpaeɛ sɛ mo nyinaa mo ho yɛ Nyame adom nti yɛn nyinaa yɛgyina baabi a yɛgyina no. As we always do, I'm hoping that later, as the show progresses, no, we'll just have time to do a bit of updates. But yeah, but yeah, your main topic, and then of course there will be your phone lines now. It's here for ne phone now bit to me, so I take part in into Dr. Ren, as you will see, yeah, main topic for and then no is to do with the former person who apply for indefinite leave to remain. It is mainly for more apply as either parents and as or more partners are or more UK room ha either based on the fact say almost the partner route net the free Ghana by and as almost abetna chrome ha they were not able to meet the requirements and see almost I parent route application and that's a partner route application and almost person more year application for their indefinite leave to remain.
Joe, my main count so say wait me out share our BWF Solicitors our Facebook Live Sanso and I will call a year Rainbow Radio yeah our Facebook Live and one is what type Rainbow Radio UK Live wait me enya a year yemfonyini ya etwegu kama Sanso and yeah 92.4 FM so yeah DAB plus so yeah a year Apple Play Store so Google Play Store so yes I will also kama Alexa so yeah ti bɔmmɔden ana follow yɛn ɛwɔ ɛyɛ saa ɛyɛ medium nyinaa bi mɛsrɛ wa wo questions ɛne ɛfrɛ ne sɛ wɔhia asɛm a pɛ sɛ wobisa nso wobɛtumi de number yi ato hɔ na mmerɛ no du a ɔbɔmmɔden afrɛ 0208 133 4646 anaa 0208 133 1134 yɛ WhatsApp line no nso ɛyɛ 077 71 950-989. Mo a mowɔ Facebook nyinaa no yɛ ma mo akɔ aba na yɛ ma mo ne bɛsrɛ mo a ayɛ a monkyɛ ma ne nkɔ akyikyikyi sɛnea yɛ nuanom a wɔn nso ehia ɛyɛ mmerɛ mu akyerɛkyerɛ no wɔn nso enya bi ahwɛ no wɔn nso etumi ɛde asolve wɔn problems. Ɔya yɛnhwɛ ade o ɛna yɛka about indefinite leave ɛkwan a wobɛtumi nya asetena afebɔɔ ɛwɔ ɛyɛ United Kingdom ha sei na yɛbisa sɛ obi wɔ ɛyɛ partner route ni so a yɛndi nka mfa ɛno nhyɛ aseɛ obetumi apply for ɛyɛ indefinite leave to remain ana
nti sɛ yame boss so de kind sɛ obi ɛwɔ akrom ha na ebi a wɔyɛ application ɔba no ɔyɛ application as a partner yɛn na yɛnim sɛ yes application na after a 5-year period no obey application for indefinite leave to remain if you are able to meet all the requirements no and then usually most of the time in for in shada nim say so when you first 2 years and 9 months now I say o sign another English language test because no sano immigration rules no and appendix FM nature say so to me say why wo iso at appendix at a level A2 and I say oh yeah one of those people are unya undergraduate degree into with degree no one my actors for a confirming say oh meets are required English framework level and we use it and don't know for application then you don't need to do an ISO test and I say you don't need to take part in an English language test that ever test that won't meet our level A2 now almost. So if for any reason why sa iso no na we no at a level A1 time na over na say oh but yet second 2.5 no e UK chrome ha so to me meet sa level A2 requirements no but bebree so ensure that enim sa I'm wondering say oh I'm ama me 2.5 because your application na no me did the same documents na me use see you know to just make the application. Unfortunately, and so to me, a shame brenum. Now we share requirements. Now to me who say ni say no here answer na why your application no for the second 2.5. Otherwise, when to me meet requirements in na almost bet to me, I can say because when to me meet requirements in now, what does no know how ampa, but yeah, the over to 10-year route no so because when to me meet English language requirements and I say when to me meet financial requirements. Nti ɛno no saa no na wakɔ that saa 10-year route no so instead of the 5-year route to indefinite leave to remain. Nti yɛbɛtumi aba ne sɛ you've been on the partner route but na ɔmo de wakɔto 10-year route no so because you were not able to meet all of the requirements. Anaasɛ ebi a woyɛ obi a yɛma wo 2.5 based on wo child nti wo ne obi awɔ ba akwadaa no yɛ British wonya wo 2.5 sisi a wo ne maame no te mo abɛyɛ partners wɔn say ɛsɛ wotumi meet requirements no under Appendix FM for another 2.5 nti sisi a not just the fact that wo parental relationship with akwadaa no sisi a yɛhwɛ sɛ wo still wo ne maame no te nti wo ne maame no more genuine and subsisting relationship and then they go on and then they say when it comes to those applications no because we're partner into almost consider partner roots no first answer na almost consider akola no nti say if you are able to meet relationship requirements no to show say only my minute more relationship you're genuine and subsisting or say why English language test no or say at least when my mini income and I say one income no ever so more than 18,600 a year and then your accommodation is suitable for one in Kolana and I say one akolano and then you also have to show that immigration status no that's what into and we answer na over your application no. Then they give you another 2.5 on the partner route. First no now with the parents route no so see I was switch about partner route no so if for any reason when tempted na the next 2.5 which is the third one went to me anchor partner route no so now per se we are based on a colana then it means that based on the third application no yes sound the work or so colano so bio into you are no longer on the partner route into no sano now what to actually about 10-year route no subium that in a way, makes people think say, oh, into the amaya no would they not count and I say on way to go and answer bibisa. And this is the reason why they have come up with Appendix Settlement Family Life, so that in Kofa, almost for one reason or the other, no more that parents route so, almost switch a call partner route so, and as a no more that partner route so, almost switch up back parents route no so no, they will be able to accumulate all of those leave to remain now, almost ediatina ha to be able to apply for indefinite leave to remain because the whole year application they consider roots now what that's no into a now your parents no formally no you have under Appendix FM no say if you are a parent you should have been able to have leave to remain on the parents roots either for like a 10-year period and as a 5-year period and I say you should be able to show say you have had leave to remain on the partner route either for 5 years and I say for a 10-year period. That would be the only basis for which you would be able to make an application as either a parent and I say a partner. But to say I who say adeɛ no tumi switch it. It's not always going to be so better parents route for that 10-year period. And I say it's not going to be the case say whether partner route for a 10-year period. It may be that circumstances change into in Yamasa, then they also have to change with the growing circumstances of other people as well into na omode sa embrano and the appendix settlement family life no by senya nkrofo a if for one reason or the other omo ntema tete into they have to go back on the child, and also they have to rely on akwala or British, and also okra indefinite, and also okra 7 years, to make the application, then they would not have to go to that extent of applying under paragraph 276, for indefinite leave to remain. Into this makes it more straightforward for sa nkurɔfoɔ a parent and as a partner switch from different routes, so a ɛda so either the parent route and as a partner route. Sɛnea nso ɛbɛtumi nso ayɛ saa application for indefinite leave to remain after their qualifying period of 10 years. Nti ɛsɛ sɛ tumi kyerɛ sɛ atena kurom ha lawfully, anaasɛ atena kurom ha either on the partner route anaasɛ parents route for a continuous period of 10 years ansa na bɛtumi ayɛ saa application for indefinite leave to remain.
I mean, Kyle say Ugusu Awuti, a BWF Solicitors, a Rainbow 92.4 FM. So, lawyer, yan shad you. Obebusa say, into no who qualify for indefinite leave to remain under Appendix Settlement Family Life. No?
Nti sɛn a mebobɔɔ so no, either sɛ woyɛ parent anaasɛ woyɛ obi a ɔyɛ partner. Nti woka sɛ wo a woyɛ parent no, yɛnka sɛ because wo ba no ɛyɛ akwadaa a ɔyɛ British, anaasɛ wo ba no ɛyɛ akwadaa a okura indefinite leave to remain, anaasɛ watena kurom ha 7 years, nti wogyina no so ɛde ayɛ saa application no. As a parent of saa akwadaa no a ɔyɛ under 18 no, woyɛ saa application no for indefinite leave to remain, into wada saa parent route no so, and I say it may be that na woyɛ partner before a wobɛyɛ parent, nti na woda partner route no so wo kunu British, anaasɛ wo kunu kura indefinite leave to remain, anaasɛ wo kunu koraa mpo EU ni a woware no after 31st December 2020. Nti you are now saying that you qualify for indefinite leave to remain because your partner anaasɛ woyɛ parent a ebia for one reason or the other na ɛnyɛ parent route no so ara na woda so, anaasɛ ɛnyɛ partner route no nko ara na woda so for that 10-year period. Nti sɛ mo baayɛ nti na ɛsɛ wo switch it. Nti those people can qualify under this Appendix Settlement Family Life. Ɛna ɔmo mba no nso, nti ɔmo wɔ mba a ebia for one reason or the other no saa nkwadaa no ɔmo agye 2.5 based on ɔmo maame anaasɛ ɔmo papa no, they also will be able to apply under this route as well. And it's not just for parents a ɔmo ada saa parent route anaasɛ partners a ɔmo ɛwɔ saa partner leave to remain. Ɔmo mba no nso a ɔmo ɛnni British book anaasɛ ɔmo nni indefinite no nso ɛbɛtumi ayɛ applications based on this route as well.
Enti yɛnhwɛ saa appendix no. Under this appendix no, requirement bɛn na wobɛfa so a wobɛnya ɛyɛ indefinite leave to remain. Requirement bɛn na nipa ko bɛtumi satisfy to meet ɛyɛ saa indefinite leave to remain ɛwɔ saa appendix.
Yeah. Nti saa Appendix Settlement Family Life na yɛka ho asɛm no. Sɛ wohwɛ mu a ɛwɔ eligibility requirements, ɛwɔ nkurɔfoɔ a ɛsɛ sɛ wɔyɛ English language test, nkurɔfoɔ a mo ɛsɛ sɛ wɔyɛ life in the UK test no nso, and then it also has the suitability requirements. Suitability requirements na kyerɛ sɛ they want to know sɛ mbu mbra bi to the extent sɛ wontumi ɛnyɛ saa application wei, ebi te sɛ the fact sɛ for one reason or the other ebi a wokɔ di korɔ no bi ɔmo ama wo prison sentence for 12 months or more, nti ɛno nti government na anaasɛ home office for no ama wo deportation order. Those things will let them immediately refuse your application because some worker said you don't meet the suitability requirements, and as a mama exclusion order, it means that no meet almost suitability into me your application. No. or they may refuse it if for one reason or the other no omo ahwɛ wo records omo ehu say mbrɛ bi wɔ hɔ a in regards to your immigration ebi a woma false documents and anaasɛ woma false information bi and wentumi ankyerɛ reason deɛ nti a ɛkɔbaa ne saa nti ɛno nti ɔmo ntumi ɛma wo ɛnyɛ saa application way. That is a consideration. It's obviously based on almost discretion. So over to me, ama almost valid reason the NCR assembly sadia and there, then they would consider it. But for certain suitability requirements, they said deportation, exclusion order there. Almost like I said, no, yeah, share application or cry. And then you have the eligibility requirements in terms of in Yama almost share to be able to grant you that indefinite leave to remain. In the ABA, wa partner route no so no when ya 2.5 or last 2.5 no so udibenya indefinite no. Nti yɛnka ne sɛ wɔnya wo partner route no but wɔnya no from the beginning nti for one reason or the other no ebia na te sɛ sɛ nyame kaeɛ no wowɔ parent route no so sisi a wabɛhyɛ obi a wogye di sɛ wo no ebɛtumi abɔ bra nti wo ne wo ba no moabɛyɛ family with this person nti saa nipa no sɛ ɔwɔ British book anaasɛ ɔkura indefinite na woka sɛ ɔne saa nipa no ɛna ɛte deɛ a ɔmo bɛ consider partner no ansa na ɔmo consider akwadaa no nti ɛno no saa no na wabɛda partner route no so nti obi saa no they want to know sɛ saa nipa no wotumi emiti saa continuous qualifying period. And another thing about continuous qualifying period ne say ɔmo mpɛ sɛ ɔmo hu break bi wɔ mu nti sɛ wakɔyɛ wo 2.5 na wokɔyɛ second 2.5 na ebi a wankɔyɛ application ne ntɛm a there is likely to be a break unless you can show say under your paragraph 39E say ebi a wokɔyɛ application no BBC woyare serious wentumi ankɔyɛ application before wo leave no expire nti within 14 days of wo leave no ewu ne nti wokɔyɛ application ne ntɛm because woehu sɛ wo leave no ewu and of course because of yare no nti wentumi anyɛ no before a nkrataa no ebewu. Nti biribi saa no they will have to consider but say a past 14 days na say wokoye application ne dia unfortunately no that is a break in continuous residence nti they will not consider saa time na woka say ebu wo continuous residence e wo krom ha nti akoye to say obe sha ase because time na omode ma wo say koye second 2.5 no went to me end so into it has to be a continuous qualifying period breaks their name so that they can see say in 2.5 not so for 10 years and sana will be to me a year sa application way. And then there are those who for one reason or the other abia say akola yeah can say all your application way those who are 7 years old, they don't need to take part in anything like an English language test and answer life in the UK. Because as of 2018, you know, saying conform more indefinite leave to remain applications, some to me a yes English language, any life in the UK test as well. Nti sɛ woyɛ obi a ɔyɛ parents anaasɛ partner no ɛsɛ wode to wo tirim sɛ ansa na wobɛyɛ saa indefinite leave to remain application no na woatumi akɔyɛ saa English language test at a level B1 wowɔ degree certificates undergraduate degree anaasɛ masters anaasɛ PhD ɛndeɛ at least wonim sɛ wonkɔyɛ test biara sɛ ɛyɛ degree a wonya outside of the UK a then you would have to definitely do an ectis confirmation. Send your ectis for no so able to me aka say ampa yɛkyerɛ wɔ borɔfo mu ɛna wo meet saa English required framework level na ɔmo ɛhwehwɛ no. Then, of course, sɛ wobɛtumi ayɛ life in the UK test no nso ato hɔ a, ɛno deɛ ɛnwu. Ɛnte sɛ English language test a wɔn say ɛwu after 2 years. Nti ɛno no deɛ sɛ woyɛ na wode kɔto hɔ na 2 years pa ho a, na ɛyɛ sɛ wosan kɔyɛ foforɔ biom. But for life in the UK test deɛ ɛnwu da. Nti sɛ wopɛ sɛ wosua based on the app anaasɛ wopɛ sɛ wosua based on classes a wobɛkɔ no te sɛ sɛ nyame ka last 2 programs na ɛn deɛ yɛ ne saa because wobɛhia saa nneɛma mmienu wei for saa indefinite leave to remain application no. Sɛ wontumi anyɛ life in the UK test na ɔmo bɛsan ama wo another 2.5. Nti it means that 10 years na wayɛ no wosan kɔyɛ another 2.5 because wontumi ɛmpasse wo life in the UK test. Nti mepa ho hwɛ bebree sɛ wodwen sɛ ɛbɛhaw a kyerɛ sɛ sɛsi a sɛ wosua adeɛ na at least sɛ wotumi ɛde to hɔnom a wonim sɛ wokɔyɛ wɔ indefinite na wonim sɛ woapasse wo life in the UK test a wotwɛn for time na wobɛyɛ saa wɔ indefinite leave to remain application. Nti those are the main requirements, and then you also have to be able to meet the usual requirements under your Appendix FM, either as a parent and as a partner. Nti you should still be able to show say you are in a relationship with your partner and I say you are in a relationship a parental relationship with Akolana also no, and then you should be able to show say pa immigration status no answer one no and you should be able to also show say indeed umitisa English language test and your any financial requirements into say oh you be a partner route no so for the last 2.5 hours. You should be able to show say 18,600 a year will gross annual salary for the year. And now say so we your parents are will maintenance it means that we seek an hour at least a bit to me wo ne wo ba no so we will rent any council tax efrima. It is similar to income support rates now ewo krom ha into wobetumi ahwɛ ɛba no anaasɛ wobɛtumi ahwɛ mba no ne wankasa wo ho nso. Nti for those under this route dear, it is good in a sense that in terms of nkɔfo a ɔmo aswitch for different reasons to parents partner ɔmo nyinaa no ɛbɛtumi agyina wei so ayɛ application no, but you have to meet all the other requirements in addition to being a parent and also in addition to being a partner in order for you to make that application no under Appendix Settlement Family Life no so. Those are the main requirements in terms of application no.
Joe, lawyer, ebeda wase. Yen kaiti for say Oda so awuti 92.4 FM. Yene BWF Solicitors for ene etwetwen komo. Lawyer Eunice ewa ase. Bomodia na fa utete phone obetimi afre na webusa eye questions. Ewo 0208 133 4646 and 0208 133 1134. Your WhatsApp line so obetimi send a voice note and obetimi afre direct. Ewo 0777 1950989. Pomodiana Frey, na lawyer wa ha obeyi wonsem ede ama me hu se course na hyase e badada na mesrewa to bo ase na ye ma lawyer enyi sa nsem we an lawyer ma me fa call we na me ma wonyi an omusa the question. Hello, good morning caller. Lawyer Eunice ewa.
Dr. Ren, how you doing?
Adumo na bacho we.
Yeah, okay. Me were 2.5 through parent route. And me obano neti. And me switch out 5-year route no. To me submitting me document my lawyer no. Not any year through parent route because me obano neti council tax, you didn't also water bill, you didn't also. Even if I apply through parenthood now, automatically home office is one way changing a partner route. And I'm saying, no, I don't want to go through the partner route. I just want to be on the parent route, even though you're Tibo. No, I said, no. Once we live together, they will switch to partner route. They quickly know. And I'm changing my dress. And I may apply through parent routes, I don't know why they do that. The lawyer bit much that's it.
Yo, and that's in ho. Into na me church mu no na me say based on home office or more guidance and also more policy no, they usually would look at the partner routes no first and sana omo ahwe akola no. Into if for one reason or the other no, so akola OG 2.5 no based on akola no. But see our partner na one it no. Either so or you British and also okra indefinite and I say okra EU as sitna as a let's say Belgium national and as a French national. But why any appendix EU into or a limited leave to remain. And no sano, they will consider the partner no answer no consider akola no even though you first had the 2.5 no based on akolano, they will now consider the partner because of the fact say one mame no mo say mo abeye baako nti say omo consider the whole application and I said the fact say mo family na omo consider the fact say mame we your mommy a meet requirements no as a partner. So yeah, obi a okra 2.5 to say wow dear, then she's not a partner. In say no no, they will say because the partner doesn't meet the requirements ninti. Omo de wo to parents routes no so. But because nipa na ɔyɛ wo partner no ɔkora British citizenship anaasɛ ɔkora indefinite leave to remain anaasɛ ɔkora limited leave to remain as an EU national ne nti ɛno no saa no the rules are such that say almost consider partner route. I can't exactly explain the entire so almost a partner before akolano, but based on almost guidance and also almost policy no, they will consider the partner route before almost ashre akolano. Into that is home office guidance in that sense.
Joe lawyer, yebedas yankofa your Facebook question. So or say I have a retained right of residence. Do I need to write life in the UK test before I can apply for settlement or indefinite leave to remain? How do I apply for a life in the UK test? Eno ana wono ebisa. Ishmael susu wadase any mu.
Okay, in regards to retain right of residence, because BB under year Appendix EU ninety, it follows through from your regulations. Into EU for no under your regulations no, there was no requirement for life in the UK and as the English language test. Into they had that agreement drawn up within our withdrawal agreements no time a year free EU name nti woyɛ EU ni anaasɛ EU family member anaasɛ family member wa retain your rights there, you don't have to take the English language test or the life in the UK. But sɛ wopɛ sɛ wo naturalize it as a British citizen there, based on your British Nationality Act of 1981, no, there is the requirement to be able to meet that English language test any life in the UK. Nti ɛno no saa no, because wopɛ sɛ wobɛyɛ British ne nti ɔmo bɛka kyerɛ wo sɛ ɛho hia sɛ wobɛyɛ saa life in the UK any English language test. And then it is not everywhere wobɛtumi akɔ na waka sɛ oh yeah English language test and I say life in the UK. It has to be by an approved center. English language test no has to be by a secure English language test center. Into so you are looking for a secure English language test center, and for life in the UK, you are looking for a secure and I say approved test center for life in the UK. And no cramp no all type into Google taking the life in the UK test. It has its own website into ever direct so to the right center in any case. And I know say there are a lot of institutions that do English, but and yet obia and a home office edutum until you have to take it at a secure English language test center and sana what to me I catch your home office what pass it. Into yes, Mr. Trimesi, I will be some question. No, oh, could indefinite for will retained rights are you don't need English language and answer life in the UK.
Yo, me hu sɛ ɛyɛ phone line no so ayɛ very busy paa na yɛbɛkɔ na yɛafa ɛyɛ call yɛwie a yɛbɛba na yɛbɛbisa lawyer sɛ evidence bi wɔ hɔ a wobɛtumi aprovide ama ne application no ayɛ successful ana. Good morning, lawyer Eunice, BWF Solicitors, ATU.
Good morning. Mpacho, Auntie Eunice, good morning. Mpacho, Mutuminka.
Pacho, yɛte wo ka paa.
No. Mpacho, where the I didn't actually imagine so kami bisa kakra. Mpacho, me worry me dofo ewa hase na oye EU ni. Inti through him no na minya me masitna ewa ha for 5 years no. Unfortunately, ye worry 3 years money. Unfortunately, I say misunderstanding ama divorce aba. Na nanka me pese me bisa se ekwan nya bi wo hon ma metimi retain me right ana me ne wo honom no to so no because ja onim ma wo fo nti awoko school nti wontimi nko Ghana nko hu ma wo fo nti ye invite ma wo fo e ma omo e bae nyame adom last year na ye ba this year na de ma wo nti oma ba bedu at me parents no more health problem kakra na nka me pese nka omo tun ha kakra na nka ye access wo ma na o master ako but because me ni na jai ni nti no me nim baby a akonya bi wo ho no ma itimi afa so omo atena for the some time a omo betimi aye sa assessment na say omo visa ni be won mem ese me mo omo koba na am pacho mpese me bisa lastly say in case me boost me nipa no aware for 3 years, which is rather unfortunate that aware no anko anymore. And my ben na me here because as a now no or yeah a little bit stubborn about providing me a document in case them say may proceed with me immigration status no to gain my citizen our hasia. In patrol and I can say mo boa me kakra.
And so we'll say our Jayaba is it as in or the inside Markofia and answer my divorce.
Pacho ye or the Akufia my divorce no.
Into what divorce certificate?
Pacho.
Okay, into
I because say ye worry wo Ghana ninti. Divorce no Ghana.
Okay. Into I know say we'll say no worry for 3 years and our Jaya and buy. If in terms of
so ye worry.
Mm-hmm.
Pacho ye worry 2019 June. Nti our worry no I say started because anyway we are trying to say ye be ho ase but I say still no nti as ye na ha me me mental health pastor nti or ye sending obi ampe ni baby nti bibia go through no there na after June na bibia go through in terms of divorce no.
Okay, and so more divorce certificate in June 2022.
Me trying July.
Okay. I just wanted to establish whether you had the marriage for that 3-year period because so Oshe, Appendix EU in terms of retained rights, they are saying say when it comes to retaining your rights, it has over to me say and our jai no, they want to know say at least number of for a period of 3 years, and if you were there, I mean together for a period of 3 years now sɛ wo kunu no a ɔyɛ EU ni no na ɔte kurom ha nti biribiara they expect that he is living here, working here, and everything is going on here as it should be. And then one kasa na wo say woyɛ non-EU person anaasɛ awarefoɔ no a wote kurom ha no nso na woda so ɛte kurom ha after the divorce happened. And then you also have to be able to show say when it comes to the application, signing power na what's the way no. They want to know if he was also somebody who had applied to the EU settlement scheme in the ABA. Oh yeah, first 5 years, no. Only no, and yeah, in see number or confirmation number. And I know, say, with the EU settlement scheme, you would definitely need to put EU national name reference number no, sa 3434 number no. You have to put it into your application when you are making it. Into BB Sano, I'm sure say will be well. And then when it comes to the fact that they would need a copy of his ID, as long as you can show say if you are not muntem attitude because of the abuse now all go through Ninti, there was no way you would have been able to get a copy of the ID. Inti, of course, why your application not previously based on or no, and you have been granted 5 years, they will still have a copy of his ID and that's a passport no. Inti, based on those circumstances, Ninti untumi provide ne copy of ne passport and anaasɛ ne ID no for this current retained rights application. And I'm sure say we will details no bibia ɛwɔ hɔ pɛpɛɛpɛ. Into that will be the only reason where you would need a copy of his ID, but the untumi provide it there, then don't be so worried about and no. I mean, it's also parents buy it. And parents no so if they were granted 5 years based on Wukunudia, then they can still stay on the 5 years leave to remain now omode ama omono. If they came on visits there, then unfortunately it means that they will have to go after that 6 month period because enya dia wukunu betumi abwao. And well, last question, I wasn't sure whether you wanted to find out if based on was it not know whether you would be able to still make the application until so over to me after assigning visa bioma, then that will help.
Yo, ɛbɛhyerɛ wo sɛ course no adɔɔso papa nti mɛsrɛ ma mɔba na agya mosimi ama mo question ayɛ ɛyɛ ntiantia sɛnea a ayɛ wɔn nso a wɔwɔ akyiri no ɛbɛnya akwanya no nso no wɔbɛbisa bi na lawyer ɛtumi ayi ɔma no ɛde ama wɔn mo yɛnkɔ ɛyɛ phone line so hello, good morning.
Good morning,
lawyer Eunice ɛwɔ ha BWF Solicitors 80 with our question.
About some lawyer say we're students and that's who Kruma na at in fact February now person call for a dependent child at a bar. Maintenance and living cost no aka 3 months no what the 3 months then de be and I say over the full 1 year na dia na ebe.
So what's that 3 months there? Then I'm not sure whether you will be granted. I mean, Akolano will be granted because the application processing time no crampo can take that long. Into say one casa only assetina, they will not grant style dependent no assetina to come. Into you have to be sure whether you would want to make another application to extend your leave answer na wakoye ubane die no.
Yo, ebedas yenko telephone lines no so. Hello, good morning. Lawyer Eunice ewa ha say
good morning, Dr. Ryan.
Good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Eunice. Lawyer Eunice, sorry. Dr. Eunice.
Good morning.
Dr. Ryan, where they are some kitu every na person bisa. I mean, enya some kitu ade but BWF the BWF kitu amo. I'm assembly a take and patch over say open so kofa we every Ghana ba as a British citizen and dear Nioma na ube here masema no me that's it meet him or a Eunice why
Joe that's
okay.
It mesre wa mo friend so mo dem say course ni bi ba na kate keep trying you be found why lawyer macho
Okay. And see, based on obi a person of kofa nearby, so we are British near and Appendix FM no yeah rules ne say wobɛtumi akyerɛ sɛ wo ne nipa no a waware no mo yɛ aware bi a mongyaeɛ nti if you have previously married no mopɛ sɛ mohu sɛ wayɛ divorce. Say if that doesn't apply to you now, more first time couple, then they want to know say our indeed a genuine and a relationship continue. Muntim boom into they want to see evidence say ampa mwaware no our ejina into they want to see evidence of communication, whether it's WhatsApp or phone calls, so Wuta Echo Ghana, Echo Strana, they want to see all of that evidence. Say, oh, kase, moya warefua, mupesa mubetsna, ebom, ebo UK Chrome House so. They want to know, say, what would you Chrome ha? UK British national way. Say, wo to me actual mo say, we juma na wo ye no, wo gross annual income, at least 18,600 there. Then they can say, okay, umiti your financial requirements. Either say, oh, you're self-employed, and answer, oh, you're employed. And say, one, oh, you're self-employed, no, over to me, actually, with self-assessments, will, tax with ya, any nkeka ho no. Bank statements will pay slips that oh yeah employed person there, any letter from employer. But say obviously say oh yeah obi a we self-employed, yeah, you don't need pay slips from employer and as a letter from employer. When it comes to nimpa na or Ghana no, no more stress say sa nimpa no betumi aka brofo ana. In some women no aye IELTS. IELTS no mo yɛ no wɔ British Council hɔnom pɛ. Nti IELTS no ɔbɛyɛ ɛwɔ Ghana at a level A1. Nti obetumi booking na wakɔyɛ. And then the person will also have to take tuberculosis. Nti ɔmo bɛyɛ test based on ne pulmonary glands. Nti mframa na ɔbɔ free ne lungs no they will test it to see if only tuberculosis. And then they will give her a certificate to show say only tuberculosis ɛwɔ ne mu. Nti ɛno nso lasted for 6 months. Nti na ɛno no the documents ni na either say over submit at the Accra Visa Center and now say over to me ascan it na wa upload it onto their website.
Joe, you better see. Yanko a phone line who say, good morning, lawyer Eunice Ewa say.
Yeah, hello. Good morning. If I told your friend Kwame, I say, bisa a lawyer say, me wale EU national. Ya wale 11 years into minyame permanent residence at 2019. Now, me person come here in the transition, but we are so way already. I think I say me bisa say a be na me qualify so we nema pen and we me here me das.
Yo, you better see. Yanko a amano so me for question when so. Good morning, lawyer Eunice was say partial bisa question. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, Pacho, lawyer was say my question no.
Lawyer, Pacho, I know this can Pacho Mr. question about Madam Flako. Our parents' root in the and no what 10 years now, or say check off 5 years. Or because first one of the lawyer no man, but it's an answer no I think that and you know say the lawyer can not the into no person can no, because a possible say area or you're looking at for 10 years back and I know this. First one or year and another year, not in the summer. Watch out.
Yo, yeah, that's it. Because one at Rainbow Radio 92.4 FM. Your lawyer.
It's first question. No, not it was based on naturalization, not all visa
naturalization.
Well, we're in the EU, Nipa, when you're the permanent residence, no.
2019.
2019. It doesn't matter. Say, we are hurry for. I mean, so we are single, divorced. I worry for all these people are able to make application for naturalization into who say oh that's so I worry for what the British Nationality Act no says about obia opesa or application no ebia yen can say it is based on the home office or more secretary discretion. Into when you look at your section 6 of your British Nationality Act now, it says that wow, oh yeah, nipa na open so yeah application for naturalization. So wait me actually say oh full capacity, which means say only mental illness be na o chere almost say oh yeah obi a we want good character. It's a good character ne there. In Branham, there's no definition, but almost guidance, home office for guidance to explain all the circumstances in which a good character no may come into question. Into ABA no that will come into question. ABA okra penalty points and fines on your driver's license. That means that for one reason or the other, no, they will have to consider the fine now when you're here, and it has to pass within a certain number of years. I think it's 3 years. And sana, wait to me, let's say a naturalization application. Into there are so many things that they consider in terms of good character. Into no sano, you will need to sit down with a lawyer, and then they need to ask you some questions when you're making that application. If you are looking at the other requirements, they want to know say why your life in the UK. They want to know say why your English language test. No, they also want to consider the fact say over the 5 year period now, we'll say what's not a chrome no, you haven't traveled for more than 450 days, which is equivalent to about 18 months. And then within the last 12 months now, ABA OE application, no, to quite more than 90 days. In those circumstances, no, then you should be fine. Into yes, over to me, ISR application for naturalization. And then when it comes to second question and as a second caller no no obisa say nimpa no say why yeah application no based on onkasa no yeah 2.5 second time no call lawyer ho but third time no person be call lawyer ho and see is he able to do the application by himself. Of course, so person your application no one kasa person yeah because ebia what's in brand new into you want to be able to do it there, then of course why not? But I should always caution say so one kasa yeah na the whole 10 year route no so because you didn't meet a certain requirements there, then it is up to you because one went to me and shemu I answer say we meet all of the requirements into and no sano um they would just grant you what you have provided to them into signing panel say opesa lawyer no man of saying or bet to me assign emit sa 5 year route requirements ne dia and their uncle who lawyer otherwise say ni mudia and their ononkasa also
No.
able to me na dia.
Joe, yɛnkɔ ɛyɛ phone line so no yɛba na yɛbɛbusa lawyer sɛ evidence bɛn no wobɛtumi provide to make ɛyɛ ne application no successful. Good morning, lawyer Eunice, BWF Solicitors ɛwɔ ha sɛ.
Good morning, Dr. Ren.
Good morning.
Yeah, me pacho, me pese me busa lawyer say the student ebe wura krom ha na wan ko school na kwambe so na befa so a wenya tetena e wo krom ha.
First of all, over apply for students now I'm back school now. The penalty is usually say school no will have to report to the home office say one back school no. And see what usually happens is say if the school does report to the home office say one back, they will automatically cancel your visa now and answer will leave no after a certain period of time. So they'll notify you. Usually, home office phone will notify you. Say ni say and aba or more attention, and you have a period of a number of days until they cancel your leave, and then you will have to make representations to the home office. Say school no enya nkɔka nkyerɛ home office sɛ wamba school no na wopɛ sɛ woyɛ asetena deɛ a you can switch because your leave is still valid into over to me aswitch akɔ let's say partner route no so because ebia wabɛhyɛ obi a ɔyɛ EU ni anaasɛ wabɛhyɛ obi a ɔyɛ British ni ɛna wopɛ sɛ ɔyɛ saa application no nti wobɛtumi aswitche akɔ partner route no so anaasɛ wo ne obi awo recently nti akwadaa no yɛ British anaasɛ akwadaa no kura EU nationality nti akwadaa no maame kura settlement anaasɛ akwadaa no nso kura settlement a wo nso wobɛtumi gyina akwadaa no so de agye. Or you are saying say wonya adwuma bi nti adwuma no a wonya no ɔmoma certificate of sponsorship nti ɛno no saa no ɔmo ama wo certificate of sponsorship a wobɛtumi ayɛ switch no nti saa adwuma no they are willing to offer you saa certificate of sponsorship sɛnea wobɛtumi ayɛ application de atena kurom ha nti you have a range of options available to you say we leave no and you can cancel the options are available to you.
Joe, young phone line. So, hello, good morning. Lawyer Eunice has a bunch of my question.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah,
Yes,
good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. If I tell me with a question, if I'm not saying with a question, your mama down for be. Na or an application, no, on any way, or more mammy, no, or me British book, no, madam for no air apply, no, not all pay, what the same, parents' roots, but no, Bana was in no TV back home. Into no more than it to partner roots. And now, more than 10 years. And now, we should call 5 years. But see, on your bano and thematic, ama or to the baby no bano so tiny baby. But or in my baby, did not say, see, so sign to see our partner route 5 years. So, person, you know, really what will happen. That's on the question.
Joe, lawyer.
Yes.
Bye.
Nti ɔka sɛ na n'adamfo na or children anaasɛ partner with ne mma no maame or whatever it is the partner who he was granted 2.5 years the second time. Nti first time no ɔmo ma no 2.5 on the 10-year route. Second time no ɔmo demand no on the partner which is the 5-year route. To say ɔmo ntematete nti he wants to know would he still be able to do it on the partner route there and after he will have to go on the parents route. So one obano ete and I say one obano ebia mudaso yawari from and mun divorce but currently as the situation is because on sheda enye ma nipano they will say because onto mfifie hono they will still consider it under the partner route but say if he's saying say with two mfifie ho one mame no omontem atete due to A, B and C reasons but one nkola no eda so ewo ho one omo kasa from time to time no okofam free school and also parents evening. One of the requirements under your parents' witness say you should be able to show say there's some sort of informal agreement between wo and a mamino. Into either say mamino ebe throw letter to show say wo ne nkola no ewo parental relationship. And now say we kunya court order eche say wo ne mamino ebia muntem atete but nkola ne de ubetumi ahwe omo. Nti either sɛ wobɛnya saa letter no ɛfiri maame no hɔ anaasɛ wobɛkɔ court akɔyɛ saa child arrangement order sɛnea home office no nso ɛbɛtumi ahu sɛ ampa wo ne nkɔlaa no ɛwɔ nkitaho. Nti one way or the other you should be able to provide that evidence sɛnea wɔmbɛtumi ahu sɛ you play an active role in the children's life because sɛnea akɔba no it means sɛ nkɔlaa no ɔmo ne ɔmo maame na ɛte ɛnyɛ wo ɛna ɔmo ne wo te sɛ ɛyɛ wadamfo no na ɔmo ne nkɔla no te there, then it would have been a different scenario. But they are living with nkɔla no maame, and so it is very, very, should I say, true. Say, or yes application now, he will definitely need evidence. Say, he is either taking care of their children in one way or the other, whether the mother is the one who leaves the children with him when she's going to work, and I say, or kofa and kolano over the weekends, whatever it is, there has to be some form of informal agreement between or no any mama no saying mama no
Sure.
bet me a letter. In say no sano, he has to think about how he will go forward with the application.
Jo, yenko
Yeah.
call no suna yemfa offer for na yemba questions. Hello, good morning. Lawyer Eunice was say. My main car also say about 10 2. Pachobu our question.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Dr. Ren.
Yes.
Me pastor earlier me busa about say who the student e be welcome na wan go school a. E kwa me na obenya atetena. Na lawyer echeche me ni me but na ka me person me busa lawyer say wan go school no ana home office etwam. Nti no say etwam musa na e kwa me so no biem na ubetimi atenem.
Okay. So home office a tremu dia, then wabaye obi a wabaye overstayer. Nti no sano so to me share with family life. So the only two options available say o chere say e bia when be here obi or chrome ha or British ni and also cry indefinite leave to remain. And no sano, if you are making the application based on the partner, omo be say, are there any insurmountable obstacles? And I say, inquire, a na o kase o pese o ne sa nipa no etna ekrom ha no. Mfomso bi ewo hɔ a ebetumi agina makwan mu a emma sa nipa no ɔyɛ British no ene wo nkɔ wo krom enkoyɛ sa application no. And usually, if any serious illness be anaasɛ biribi a esi ɛwɔ saa kurom no mu nti wontumi ɛnsan w'akyi ɛnkɔ back a, they will always expect sɛ saa nipa no a ɔnni nkrataa no ɔbɛsan n'akyi akɔ no kurom akɔyɛ application no ɛwɔ hɔ ansa na wasan aba back. Nti da bia yɛka sɛ woyɛ application no based on wo partner no deɛ a ɛsɛ sɛ wotumi kyerɛ sɛ ebi akwadaa bi wɔ mu, ebi a nipa no a waware no no ebi a ɔwɔ ba a ɔyɛ under the age of 18 nti woboa no ma ne hwɛ ne ba no anaasɛ mo mmienu no moatena together nti moawo ɛna akwadaa no nso ɛyɛ British ni anaasɛ akwadaa no nso ekura indefinite nti mopɛ sɛ moyɛ application no based on mo a moyɛ couple no and the child na wɔrehwɛ no no nti ɛno no saa no wobɛtumi ayɛ application no from the UK. Nti that is the only option a ɔwɔ in terms of asetena a ɔbɛtumi anya no immediately unless he wants to wait 20 years. 20 years no nso na nkurɔfoɔ mpɛ sɛ wɔtwɛn ansa na wɔayɛ application. Into the only available solution and answer option no will be for him to get married to be a okra indefinite and answer okra British citizenship na nipa no ewa akola na answer omo awo ewo krom ha.
Joe lawyer, yenhwe yem WhatsApp messages are aba. Or say, please, lawyer, I am on a 5-year route to settlement, married to British citizen. So will my indefinite leave application be based on the Appendix FM, which is a settlement rules, or the new Appendix Settlement? Na area yemfa away so enka ho. Na yembusa say evidence ben will be me provide the me I mark the application or I successful.
Okay. Nti osisi our 5-year route no so. Of course, say our 5-year route no so a ebia why your first 2.5 and I will switch call partner route nti omo amao star 2.5 on the 5-year route. I don't know Okaya is about 2.5 no for the 3 consecutive times. Nti over 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, and sana when ya we indefinite. Say wokoye wo third 2.5 na ebia when to me meet requirements no under the 5-year route there, then they will put you back on the 10-year route. Obia or 2.5 on the 5-year route no, they only have to do the 2.5 twice on SAR route no to qualify for indefinite leave to remain. In Sasani panel will not come under your appendix settlement family life because Appendix Settlement Family Life ɛyɛ nkɔfoɔ ɔmo switch in between routes ɛsɛ ɔmo tumi kyerɛ sɛ they have met saa 10-year qualifying period nti ebia na ɔmo wɔ 10-year route no so as a parent na ɔmo asan switch ɛkɔɔ partner route no so 2.5 and then they went on to the parent route again because ɔmo partner no ɔmo ntɛm teteyɛ and then they've continued to remain on the parent route into Bibisa Isia, they will count all of those as qualifying periods in terms of meeting sa 10-year qualifying period, Into say, oh, 10-year route no so that's fine. So over 5-year route no so not when to me and meet requirements no for the second 2.5 year, then the possibility of you going back onto the 10-year route is more likely than not. In terms of SAR application, no, as long as he's able to meet the requirements for the 5-year route, no, he will be able to make an application for indefinite leave to remain under your appendix FM without having to apply under the 10-year route, which is under appendix settlement family life.
Jo,
And
yɛmfa
then
last call away na ewia na watoa so lawyer. Na menim sɛ time no nti no. Hello, good morning. Mpacholo, I'll read.
Hello,
Lawyer
good
to you.
morning.
Morning.
Mpacholo, mepesa kamebisa lawyer bikakra.
Yo, koso.
Mpacholo, lawyer Eunice, my question here, me wo ba wo Ghana. Na mpacholo me so make it 2.5 na me sa wanda universal credit. Nti mpacholo na mepesa me ho sɛ Mr. Matiti bisa ubeti na kufa kwa naba. Na mepesa me ho sɛ like uye DNA ni adini via maintenance no sana efitiene how a Messi go about it then me like over 14 years now.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So this is Bibia, I think I have spoken about before in terms of maintenance and applications for ABA entry clearance and answer leave to remain ever ha. Nti of course who will leave to remain na to me akofa obano abeka ho ewo krom ha. Also what universal credit also. And so universal credit now no I'm sure say it includes income support and I say if you are somebody who receives tax credits and so they would give you all of those included in the universal credit. In CBV no say share your income support rate. Income support rate no is quite high at the moment. Into they expect says sikana omodema no is for wo any nkolana owo ewo krom ha. Sɛ wokɔfa ebi a wo ba baako abɛka wo ho a saa when universal credit na wogye no because it was only for wo ne nkɔla no a wohwɛ ɔmo wɔ kurom ha you need some sort of extra income to be able to show sɛ akɔla ne ba a wobɛtumi ahwɛ no so let's say for one reason or the other wowɔ some savings bi wɔ baabi wobɛtumi de savings no aka sika no a wogye no anaasɛ ebia woyɛ part time bi nti part time adwuma no a woyɛ no wobɛtumi de ɛno no aka universal credit no a wogye no it could be example sɛ ebia nipa no a wo ne ne te ebia wo partner anaasɛ wo kunu no nso ɔno nso saa no nso ɛyɛ adwuma nti ɔmo bɛtumi akɔnsida ɔno nso ne income no a ɔde bɛfie no pakyɛ wate aseɛ nti ebia wonyɛ adwuma but wo kunu anaasɛ wo partner no na ɛyɛ adwuma ɔbɛtumi consider ne income na ɔgye because he's also part of the household nti ɔno no income no nso will be calculated to see say or no ne sika na ɔgye no ampa ɔbɛtumi de ahwɛ akwadaa no sɛ ɔba into those are the different options that they look at and also ɔno koraa mpo wo partner anaasɛ okunu ɔkita savings a ɔmbɛtumi ahwɛ ɛno nso they can consider all other incomes apart from universal credit na wo say ɛyɛ for wo ne nkwadaa na ɔmo wɔ fie ha that they will see as income, but they will not consider say ebetumi ahwɛ saa akwadaa na ɔreba no. Nti they will consider other incomes that you have as well.
Yo, let me say, lawyer, yemfa that question. No, say evidence bend will be to me provide na when to me a successful application for the indefinite leave to remain.
And say, yes, Shasi no not here can't conform over to me. I application for indefinite leave to remain either as a parent or partner because almost especially because of circumstances are beyond their control. Into so yes, indefinite leave to remain application under Appendix Settlement Family Life. Now, first of all, they want to know say, well, assessment has been continuous. Into they don't want any breaks. Into what trauma say, be I may leave now me first time no. Biometric card no was valid from this time to this time. The second biometric was valid from this time to this time. Third one no so na valid from this time to this time. Fourth one no so sa into break bia enim into biometric cards or copies are over to me there ama ana say over to me actual omo letters no because home office for so omo make a decision on what application na they be either say omo the letter ever send you email and I say before no na omo post it into that will be your evidence to show say well 2.5 when you know it has continued for that 10-year period. And then you also want to show say either say if I will last 2.5 no more amount no either say all your parents and as a partner until you are still able to meet the requirement to show say you are in a subsisting relationship with Obano with partner now or you British and answer okra indefinite and answer or you EU near okra limited leave to remain. In say no sano now or say if that you have a marriage certificate or you have proof and not evidence say one worry but what's not together. Into usually they expect say over to me at share evidence of 2 years of living together. Into all the 2 years evidence of bills whether it's electricity, phone bills, water, or bills HSL wunu kunu what's the same house and I say wunu partner no what's the same household. No. And then they'll also want to see say ampa wunu nipa na yesterday all your application or into you've got your valid passport and I say you've got your valid identification to show say wo ne saa nipa no wo nationality nie wo so din ene wo date of birth nie and then you also have to show say why is that English language test and say American you know into either say oh ESOL certificate and I say oh undergraduate degree to show say when you meet that English language requirements no. And then you also have to show so why your life in the UK. Into life in the UK, more mass certificate. Since COVID times, no, almost send you email what pass or life in the UK. They send it with a long reference number. Into that email, no, with the long reference number, no, and so we'll keep it because that is your evidence. Say why your life in the UK exam, no, they don't give any paper whatsoever. Into we email with the reference number, no NHS, what passes our life in the UK, no. And then you also need to be able to show, say, sa nipa na or your application, no, either as a parent or a partner, no, and also meet maintenance requirements and also meet financial requirement, pay slips, bank statements for a 6-month period, and a letter from employer, or it is somebody who is self-employed into or no self-assessment tax returns ne sika na wotua for the tax no ne bank statements letter from the accountant and all of that. Then if it comes to accommodation, they want to be able to see, say, either that you are renting an accommodation which has 2 rooms and I said 3 rooms, depending on the number of people that live within the household. And then, of course, say, wait to me, actually almost say you are not outside almost suitability requirements when you're corona amount prison sentence or whatever, then you are able to say, based on that, you are making this application for indefinite leave to remain. And if you have a child, over to me at the akolano so aka application no ho. Either that the child is over the age of 7 and onono atna based on wo 2.5 now no. And so wo be indefinite na akolano so be consider no for indefinite leave to remain application also. Yeah.
Jo lawyer anɔpɛ yi deɛ ɛbɛda wase na nso kyerɛ akwan yɛ sɛ obi pɛ sɛ ɔba ɛyɛ ma so ɛyɛ a.
Okay. It's the BWF Solicitors, year 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road, London Seven Sisters, into your Bain Seven Sisters train station, exit 2, and not pair into Ofa train at their bar, your exit 2. Ofa car, or driver car na, or say, or buy a honoma, ye parking, but over who said Tesco ekra 90 minutes parking, free parking. Into over to me a parking with Tesco's. Tesco's no is directly adjacent to your office. Into your office no Anna house. Ura downstairs, baby a dentist no your 4th floor no so into Befa left no about 4th floor no so. And our postcode is N154NP. Into N154NP. Yeah, office telephone number 0208 493 7340 into 0208 493 7340. Lastly, now person may the two just say, I know say Christmas is nearing, and the government no so at the seasonal worker appendix no in terms of temporary workers no to just say so open sell oba UK Chrome her as a seasonal worker obi a obetumi aye adwuma ewo horticulture business ni man na say within the poultry side because yen na yen say Christmas eba no nkrofo beto turkey nkrofo beto sprouts any vegetables any yama ye de be ye Christmas
Amount for very nam.
amount for very nam. Yes. Nti ɔmo ɛde ato dwa sɛ nkurɔfoɔ mo pɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ applications no for seasonal workers. They can make those applications and they should be granted leave which will be valid from the 18th of October into 18th of October. That was last week, but they are opening that visa route up until 31st December 2022 into those who would like to apply for seasonal worker roles and no 6-month visa. That seasonal worker route is open from the 18th of October up to the 31st of December 2022. And I know, sir, now that we have our new Prime Minister, Mr. Richie Sunak, he is also reinstated your former Home Secretary into now she's now our current Home Secretary, Miss Suella Braverman. I know that Miss Trust Ewohono, she only spent 43 days in office. Let's hope, say, it will be longer than that this time round. And we look forward to seeing the policies or the Betuja in her term as Secretary of State for the Home Department in the UK. Into I'm wishing everybody a happy weekend, and I hope that weekend also is also as fruitful as we would like it to be.
Joe, a lawyer Eunice, and I don't pay the Rainbow Radio. Yeah, that was say. Thanks so much. Mo friend now share them say. Mesre wo friend na yentumi amfa your time ninti. Da se ne bomo dia na friend tem. Why? Na yentumi enyi wo questions no ano emfa ma wo. Da mo nyina nso ase. Next week so BWF Solicitors. Every Thursday be at 9 ekopim 10 a.m. pepepe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Kachire busuafo. Sa kwentu mu nsem de. Woni nkrata. Enye easy. Enye sem kwa. Thanks so much for staying at your tune.
This is our world. Here we are in our community. There are the laws. There are the regulations. We have BWF Solicitors. BWF Solicitors, experts in all aspects of the law, family law, civil litigation, all immigration and nationality issues, representation in court, marriage and divorce. We pride ourselves to give you excellent legal services and follow through till we get you the right result and decisions. That is our mutual satisfaction. We have a team of excellent qualified solicitors and support team to help you every step of the way. Our senior partner with over 30 years of unbroken service to the community is a member of the Family Law Panel and has advised several lawyers and institutions in many legal matters. He is qualified to practice both in the UK and in Ghana. Come to us. Speak to us. Let us represent you. We are your trusted community partners when it comes to the law. Locate us on the 4th floor of the Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road at Seven Sisters in North London, N15 4NP. Nearest train station, Victoria Line to Seven Sisters Station, exit number 2. We are open for all consultations from Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Weekends by appointment only. Call us now on 0208 493 7340 or 077 127 61884. BWF Solicitors, your trusted legal partner.